riddle on the screen and a bop in the beat. Crystal's got a theory and she's bringing the heat. With a playlist rolling and a case to crack, she's digging through the weird and she ain't looking back. Crystal's crime and music. Hey, hey, hey. Word little whispers and a beat that slays. She's grooving through the rumors, dancing through the doubt. Hop on the stream and help her figure it out. She's got headphones on and snacks in hand. She's sleuthing in slippers, ain't it grand? Crimes and chords, it's a curious mix, but she'll remix that mystery just for kicks. Crystal's crime and music, let's roll. Talking strange old stories with a heart and soul. From cryptic clues to a disco track, she's chasing down weirdness and never looks back. She don't solve crime, just talks and vibes with a keyboard click and detective drive. She's got music moods and wild ideas and a soft spot for victims through the years. Is that a ghost? Or just bad Wi-Fi? Did that dude lie? Or is it all a sigh? Whatever the twist, Crystal's on the screen with a snack, a song, and a mystery meme. So grab your tea and your favorite chair. She's cracking up theories out of thin air. One part groove, one part hum. It's Crystal's show, let's have some fun. Crystal's crime and music, tune it loud, where the silly gets spooky and the beats are proud. She's laughing, guessing, and spilling the tea. Come vibe with the queen of crime and melody.
First order of business. Tonight I kind of just put some things together. I've sort of had like a writer's block, if you may. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm having a hard time picking content today. I guess it's just the new year. But anyways, the first thing I want to show tonight is I offered a link in the chat for Benny if he wanted to explain. I told him maybe I was a little wrong where I said it was Tim that hired him. But you hear Benny in this clip stating, you forced our hand, we had to hire. It's a nonprofit organization. Benny said this wasn't said and that he didn't have no hand in it. So I'd like for him to explain this, and it's not an attack. It just has to deal with me locally, I believe. And I don't like that people I know were down in Summer's case playing stupid fucking games. And then after this, because of that, what we're going to listen to is a phone call that Dawn Wells had with We Can Bring You Hope. All right. I'm going to come down. Hey, question. Hey, Mama Bear. Oh, I'm on a wrong screen.
YouTube, Facebook, a lot of yous, Instagram, Snapchatters, TikTokers. Did I miss any? You guys have ruined Summer's chance with the professionals. Now we're relying on it's a thorough organization, but it's a nonprofit organization, and it's it's not the first string, right? So thank you for that. That's just the start. You've given A and H celebrity status, although when and this isn't your untrained public court of appeal. Okay, so now the new one is you had the boys taken, right? You guys keep calling. It's what you've done to me, except for I'm not in the middle of a child abduction case, so The standards aren't, you know, explicitly more stringent, right? So, and they had some CPS stuff going on before all this allegedly. So, kudos for taking the boys away. That's helpful. Maybe I'm sure you guys will sleep better at night. But what you don't realize is the lasting effect that does to these people's mind state today, right? Um, through pressure of YouTube calling CPS on people that are on the fringes, it does have an effect, evidently. Now, yeah, so Candace, I imagine, would have to be suicidal. She's lost 4 children in the span of time that we've allotted them, right? We're like, okay.
So you're gonna sit on your hands. I should do that. I've been eating Hershey Kisses like crazy. I gotta stop. I just lost all this weight. I'm killing myself. My daughter-in-law made pineapple upside down cake. I made the kibasi sauerkraut pork mixed with mashed potatoes. It's the holidays. Diet or no fucking diet. You gotta eat the fucking holiday food, right? Yes, happy New Year's, everyone. Hey, little Dev. Everybody thank my best mod here. She says hello to everybody and shares all the good things. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Dawn Wells. But you know what? Before I go into this week and bring you hope. Yeah, no, let's do the phone call first. Okay, hold on.
Hey, everybody, this is Michelle from We Can Bring You Hope. I just want to let you know that this is a pre-recorded show. This was recorded last week, and I am going to be speaking with Donald Wells, but I have a few things that I want to say first. There's been a lot of craziness on social media, as there always is with every case. It seems like a lot of the cases that, or a lot of the things that have been going on with this case in particular have been like one thing after another. And We Can Bring You Hope has been working with Donald and Candace for, weeks now, almost since right after Summer went missing. Let me just, for those of you who don't know, Summer is a missing 5-year-old little girl from Rogersville, Tennessee. She went missing June 15th. She is 3 foot tall. She weighs 40 pounds. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. If you know anything about Summer's disappearance, I need you to call 1-800-TBI-FIND, or you can call tips to TBI at Tennessee.gov, or the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department, I apologize, at 423-272-7121. She is listed in NCMEC and NamUs. As I do with all of our cases, this is not specific to Summer's case. You can call or text to our tip line at 724-466-4673. You can also leave tips on our website at www.wecanbringyouhope.org.
First motherfucking mistake. That's called funneling tips to the wrong people. The only people the news and that TBI asked for tips to be funneled to was to them. To the TBI, 1-800-TBI-FIND. Let's go re-listen to that. And I'm sure she'll say the rest, but of course theirs are first.
Sheriff's Department, I apologize, at 423-272. For those of you who don't know, Summer is a missing 5-year-old little girl from Rogersville, Tennessee. She went missing June 15th. She is 3 foot tall. She weighs 40 pounds. She has blonde hair and blue eyes.
Make
If you
it a
know
good.
anything about Summer's disappearance, I need you to call 1-800-TBI-FIND, or you can call tips to TBI at Tennessee.gov.
Okay, they did put
Or the
that in there.
Hawkins County Sheriff's Department. I apologize. At 423-272-7121. She is listed in NCMEC and NamUs.
I should have listened to this prior and looked and seen if they were the Hey Seen the Darkness. Hey Jack Osted. Anyways, I believe it was the wrong phone number to the Hawkins County Police Department they had put in. I'd have to look at the flyers, but they read the flyers every time and read off the wrong phone number.
As I do with all of our cases, this is not specific to Summer's case. You can call or text to our tip line at 724-466-4673. You can also leave
A local phone number to me.
tips on our website at www.wecanbringyouhope.org. Before I even get started, I want to say something, because during one of the earlier broadcasts, there was a statement made that was misinformation that stated that We Can Bring You Hope represented themselves as private investigators, or, there was a misstatement. So I'm going to read you something that we posted on our website on August 5th. In light of recent statements that were circulating over social media, We Can Bring You Hope would like to clear up some misinformation being stated about the organization. This misinformation was stated by a family that we provide support to in a recent interview on YouTube, that we were private detectives. This information, while not intentional, was simply a wrong choice of words and was not accurate. While we do have access to private detectives, we conduct our own independent research, and the organization itself is an advocacy service. We do not advertise as private detectives, nor do we present ourselves as private detectives. We Can Bring You Hope is an organization that advocates for the missing. We state clearly on our website what our mission is: to advocate for.
I believe that was in reference to their leaked call, where they had a conversation. Man, we need to just listen to that again. Hold on a minute. We're going to be here a minute. She's lying, and I'm going to prove it. Hold on. This is my video. Wow, I didn't even realize that. Let's watch this. This is the hot mic moment. I don't know if it's in here, but at some point in their conversation, they were talking about how she's going to school for a PI license. Crazy Seeing the Darkness, they do. I can promise you the lady that was talking, Michelle, she's from here in Pittsburgh. She has a missing family member right now at this moment named Jake Hetter. I've shared his picture on my wall. I probably should have had his picture up tonight. Hey, Maria. Mwah. I'm so happy you guys are here with me tonight. Hey, Paula. But yeah, let's listen to this hot mic moment before we go on to listen to Dawn Wells. I was going to share some Ernie tonight, but I think what I'm going to do is skip that. And we're just going to listen to this video again. If it'll play. There we go.
got 2 new cases so far. I mean, we're literally dealing with this summer shit. I don't know where Viv is. Hi, Catherine. I don't know where Viv is. I think she's dealing with whatever she's dealing with. But look, I am super, super slammed, okay? Catherine and I have been trying, I mean, we're literally dealing with this summer shit like 24/7. I'm not even joking. There's just so much shit. My phone is blowing up. We have somebody that's going to do some boots on the ground this weekend for us. And, you know, I don't even know what to say. We just got we've got 2 new cases so far in Arizona that are missing persons cases. We're supposed to get a 3rd. I need everybody to pitch in and help. And I'm really fucking pissed that Scott left because he was very effective for us and he, you know what I mean, he was trying to help out and, you know, I think he got kind of nervous when I put the post out this morning. But again, I'm not chasing anybody. If people don't want to be in here participating, then you know, I'm not trying to be in here, but you can leave. Right, yeah. I literally am trying to do my classes for my PI. I'm trying to deal with all the shit with the school. You know, not everybody knows this, but you know, my daughter's getting arrested for vehicular homicide.
We didn't have to go too far, did we? I'm trying to take classes for PI. So right there goes to show that when they came on here with this, it was a bold-faced motherfucking lie. Now, what I was getting ready to type is the people that I know factors are damsel in distress. I remember seeing her face and looking it up. I can't remember who she is. I believe this may be the Roxanne that I've been speaking about. Teresa is local to me. These are all people I've looked up. Michelle is local to me. As for Kara and Scott and Mary, I'm pretty sure they're all local to me. Butler. However, the director who's not involved in that, I don't believe unless it's damsel in distress, which I think it is, is a woman named Roxanne DeFelice. There's 2 of them. One's a grandma, one is a granddaughter. I caught this and started outing it, even calling my own police department where I grew up at in Glassport, Pennsylvania, and asking the officer, Sean motherfucking Diverse, to call me back. I grew up with him. I don't really give a fuck what he thinks about me saying anything about him. You all are welcome to fucking contact the Q-tip head pointed fucking dick looking motherfucker. Anyways, I called him to press charges on these people because I've been being harassed. I left a message and Diverse didn't fucking call me back. Wonder why, you pussy ass punk bitch motherfucker. Anyways, in my opinion, of course, crooked ass bitch. But anyways, the director, Roxanne DeFelice, her granddaughter was in my community post. That was the Roxy that was on there harassing me when I started outing them. So if anybody clipped or saved any of them conversations, some of them I had to delete for certain reasons. Safety, my own safety and my family, what was going on between me and my husband as a result of all of this bullshit. Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly, that's what that pussy pencil neck fucking bitch is. Tell him buy another fucking quad in a 9-block long fucking town so he could chase kids on a fucking riverbank for fun. Fucking jackass. Anyways, call him. Lips, I hope you're listening. You like to call my people. Call him. His name's Sean Diverse. He's a bitch. Fucking crooked fuck. Okay. Anyways, we didn't have to go far into that. You heard her say she was getting her PI license. Let's continue this one.
For the missing and support the families of the missing. I also want to add in here that we also work with murdered and domestic violence families too, but that was not released in our statement. Our support services are catered to meeting with the various needs of the family, with the ultimate goal of providing guidance and empowerment to those who have a missing loved one. We do not, will not, and have not conducted any interviews with any news reporters or podcasters or YouTubers regarding any of our families that we advocate for, unless given specific permission from that family. All information that we share with the family or receive from the family is kept confidential. In instances where deemed necessary, we do submit information to law enforcement. We do not share that information with the public. We Can Bring You Hope continues to assist families all across the country without prejudice, without judgment, and with the goal of walking alongside the families of the missing until which time the missing come home. So with that being said, again, the story is, this interview is going to be with Mr. Wells, Donald Wells, and we're going to be discussing Summer. That is it. Because our goal as an advocacy group is to speak for Summer. So, Donald, how are you this afternoon?
I'm trying to hang in there best I can,
Yeah, I know. It's hard. Let's just go back to, let's go back to before Summer was born. Let's go back to when you met Candace. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, yeah. We was in Arkansas, and when I just fell in love with her. I don't know. It's just one of the things we fall in love with somebody, and we tried everything in the world not to have kids, but ended up having 4 kids, But, I don't know. Nothing unusual, I don't think. Just, I don't know. We started out in a van, lived in our van for quite a while, and she worked with me for a long time. Got our own, our own place and everything up there, and had jobs. I don't know. We just worked all over Arkansas and Missouri. Got to know a lot of people up that way. I can remember us going through a small tornado up there. Always working on a 3-story condominium. It broke all the doors, broke a bunch of windows while we was in the building, and the parking lot was just turned into a river, basically. That was kind of interesting. But, eventually my mom got sick and needed help up here in Tennessee, so we come out here to help her, and she ended up leaving us the property. But well, we had Wyatt first in Arkansas too, and then, I think then we come here to Tennessee, and we had Waylon and Summer, so they love it.
What type of things did you guys do as a family, or what kind of type of things does Candace do with the kids? I know that I've seen a lot of photographs and videos on there, and the kids are, running around and doing all sorts of outdoorsy stuff. What kind of things did they like to do?
I have to be honest, once we started having kids, she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. You can't trust people with your kids. So she stayed at home, and I worked constantly. And so she got to be with them a lot. Thank goodness she got to be with them. But I just worked all the time. And when I get home, I could enjoy some time with the kids and some family time. But for the most part, I was always working and always in trouble because I didn't spend enough time going out places and stuff. because, you get a day off, you want to do stuff, but you're just so tired and wore out, you don't,
That would be a good introduction to go to my community post. He did some things with the kids. However, when he was with his kids, his children were cussing in public. He was scaring them half to death.
Blind, but yet will never truly see. And sometimes I am one of those people. And I have seen this video over and over and over. And I was so focused on Summer getting pushed down by one of her siblings that I didn't really see what was going on in the rest of the video. And this is actually a terrifying video where Dawn Wells and the boys are really in a terrifying situation. So if you've been in a situation like this, leave me a comment. My name is Judy, and thank you for visiting the channel, Electronic Medium. Please leave me a comment if you've experienced a situation like this. Let's take a look at the video.
Just look forward at the wheels.
where Candace go?
Oh no. No. Look down. I am. I think that's fine. Where's that one on? Oh, that was fun. There's Mom, Dad. Ooh.
Holy shit, you guys. You know how high we are? Holy shit, that makes me sick, dude. Hang on, guys. Holy shit. Holy gosh, you're cracking. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm so I got your mom on film. Holy moly, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I can feel this thing swaying back and forth. Can you feel it going back and forth? Look, there's mama down there. Look.
I ain't looking down. Oh, don't look up.
Holy.
Look up, Ellen.
Oh my gosh.
We're
That's so
we're almost high. We're higher than everything. We're any higher than Bye, Josie. Oh, hey, old man. I'm a little scared of him. Me too. It's great. The brakes were.
Hey, you bitch. Did you hear the kid? And there's another time she blocked it out. She must have missed that. Listen.
That's your car. We're almost high. We're higher than everything. We're any higher than Bye, Josie. Oh, hey, old man. I'm a little scared of him.
Hey, you little bitch. And Dawn doesn't scold him or correct him in public. Nothing.
Me too. It's great. The brakes were dead. Ooh, did you feel that?
That's pretty cool. Look at sauce. I just got a coffee somewhere over. That's funny.
You want my gun? No, shoot us.
We're way up here, y'all. If we fell from up here,
We could be.
we probably wouldn't play it. I'll tell you that.
No, unless you. Yeah, we fell from.
Get over on the top of this thing.
Hey, there's one.
Believe it or not, seen in darkness, yeah, I did, but not in front of my parents. My mother would pop me so hard in my motherfucking mouth, I would have lost my teeth, my tongue. She used to tell me, keep talking like that and I'll knock your face to New York. I'm not saying kids don't cuss, but to sit there in front of your parents and your parents don't say anything while they're scaring the shit out of you while you're on a Ferris wheel and he's laughing about Summer being knocked over by the brother. I did it with my friends in the background where my parents didn't hear it. Your mom didn't care if you cussed? Oh, mine did. Well, to a point. We weren't allowed to directly call people like he did. Hey, you little bitch. To the brother. Because that's who he was talking to as the Ferris wheel went up. We weren't allowed to, like if we slammed something on our toe, we were allowed to say, oh, fuck. If that makes sense. But we weren't allowed to directly be like, hey, you little bitch. It just goes to show that these parents didn't correct their children in public. They were in a carnival setting where there were lots of people around. Right. In public. All right.
Hey, I can see our mountain from here, Wyatt. Way over there. Oh, that's cool.
That's our mountain.
You can see everything from up here. Smile, guys. Smile, guys.
Did you hear the bleep? She missed the hey, you little bitch, but she bleeped the other cuss word here out. And I believe he called him a pussy that time around. Look at that little pussy or something, he said. Yeah.
Oh, not on the top. Oh, no way, dude. Not all the way on top. Oh, my gosh. We're three. We're down. Oh, my gosh. Hey. Hey, bud. You see that? No, this right here.
Stop!
This bar.
Please
right here.
stop!
I just noticed that.
Emotional damage.
Man.
I'm never going
I
on
can't be dead.
Look, man, I ain't gonna lie. If I seen a Ferris wheel like that, I don't know how I would react in front of my kids. I'm terrified of Ferris wheels. I could ride roller coasters, but after I had my oldest son, oh my God, guys, my papers got ruined. No. Oh, I hope they ain't all of them. Anyways, after I had my oldest son, and the doctor told me it's normal that people gain fear, I gained a fear of heights and I got stuck on a Ferris wheel and I was like a big baby in the middle of the Ferris wheel hanging on crying. Couldn't wait to get down. So if I seen the crack in the Ferris wheel, I would have been scared too. But with my children on the Ferris wheel with me, I don't think, where'd I put my other papers? I don't think I would want to scare my kids. And he was scaring them already since the beginning of the Ferris wheel conversation. And they're who get up there in that ride, right? But if I seen a crack like that, I would die. I would probably be cussing too. So I don't know how I would react if I seen a crack. I wouldn't even ride a fucking carnival Ferris wheel. We had an accident here years ago, and I think that's why I'm scared of them. When I was a little kid in Southside down here, there was a church. My grandmother was buried at the church, St. Peter Paul Episcopal, I think is the name of it. It was her funeral church, but they used to do a little carnival and they had to quit them because the Ferris wheel fell and like some little kid died on it and shit. No kidding, back in the 80s. I remember that. We went to the carnival, but we weren't there the day the Ferris wheel fell. I was real little. That was terrifying. Okay. Anyways, back to Dawn's interview.
Yeah, you work a pretty physical job.
Yeah. So I was always in the hot water from Candace for not doing more to go here and there and everywhere. We tried. I tried. I did the best I could. But, you know. But,
so do they like to go swimming or fishing or?
Oh, yeah. We tried, you know, one of the favorite spots up here is up here at that lake up here, but we got a canoe and other stuff. I'd always take the kids with me out on the job site, Josie and Wyatt, and they find a big old dirt pile, and that's where they'd sit all day and play in the dirt all day, and they had a blast.
Right. So when Summer was born, how did that change your life? I mean, I know it's a huge difference whenever you have boys and then you have a girl. I know that, you know, in our family, I have 2 boys and a girl, and then I have a girl that I have, you know, that I'm taking care of now, my granddaughter. You know, I've had her for a long time, and, you know, I know that, you know, my husband, you know, he's wrapped around her finger.
Yeah, quite a shock having her. Of course, I was there when she was born C-section, and when the doctor pulled her out, he handed her straight to me, and I was, you know, it amazed me that she just wanted me. I don't know why. Even as a baby, she just wanted me. And I mean, she wanted her mom too. Don't get me wrong, but she really wanted me more than I don't. It just boggles my mind. I've never seen anything like that in my life. And you know, and anybody, you know, when she got older, I mean, I held her. You know, she for the first 18 months, I'd say she had to help me, and when it's time to go to bed, she said, "Dad, will you take me downstairs and put me, you know, lay with me for a while?" And I'd go down there. I'd lay with her for a while until she went to sleep, you know, and I'd, you know, usually go back upstairs or whatever. But yeah, I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. And you know, she was a tough little girl. She was so tough. I mean, she didn't care what anybody said about her, whatever, you know. But if I just said one word, like in a mean tone, she would break down, start crying. But daddy, and just have tears running down her eyes. I'd have to apologize to her 10 times, and I'd have to take back whatever I said. Sorry, I said it. I'm sorry, and give her a big hug and everything. And I've never seen anything like that in my life. I don't know.
I grew up in a family with all girls, and we were all really close with our dad. We were all daddy's little girls, and it sounds like that's the, you know, that's, you know, she looked up to you. You know, she was a daddy's girl, and you know, my sons were a lot closer to me. My daughter was a lot closer, you know, to her dad, and you know, so, but my sons were always closer with me than, you know, but so. I know that, you know, I just really feel like, you know, there's been a lot of, you know, I feel like we need to refocus everything back onto Summer. I feel like there's been a lot of outward things. We're not going to talk about any of those. And I just feel like, you know, we need to touch base, because I know that there's a lot of businesses down there in your area that, you know, we don't have flyers in. You know, We Can Bring You Hope has faxed a 200-mile radius of flyers. And, you know, it boggles my mind that there's not flyers in the businesses down there. And, you know, we are planning on coming down there in September and, you know, trying to get out more flyers. You know, we have some other groups that we work with, some other advocacy groups that we work with that are sharing, you know, the flyers. And, you know, I don't care, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care whose flyers they share, as long as they're sharing Summer Space. Because somebody has to know something.
I wonder if Dawn realized that they were putting the wrong phone numbers on the flyers to the police department, and I wonder how he feels about them funneling tips to them instead of TBI, an agency all the way up here in Pennsylvania. Make it make sense.
Or somebody has seen her somewhere. And, you know, I've had people ask me, you know, why do you have your tip line on there? You're not working with, you know, TBI. Well, I never said I was working with TBI, but that tip line is on there for a reason.
Dude, her Beavis and Butthead videos, she's been her Fraggle Rock looking little characters, she's been doing so good, Suzette. So funny.
It's on there because people call our tip line and people leave information on there. And I've gotten information for Summer's case and I turn it over to TBI. And people feel comfortable coming to us because we are not police, and because they can talk to us and we can, you know, get information from them and not release their names to the police. And we turn it over. And, you know, we've done that since we opened in 2016. And so, you know, or 2017, sorry. And we, you know, we can get information over to police.
And they cover all mostly out-of-state cases. They've done a few here. I could find one news broadcast about them. Other than that, there's no fucking information about this 501c3. They do seem to be legitimate, but I want people to understand in 501c3s, there's a lot of ways you could pay yourself and you can funnel funds. Now, I don't know that that's what these people were doing, so I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is their hot mic moment and all the odd shit they've done down in Summer's case is odd, especially when you couple it with what I started my live with today, which was Benny, and I keep asking him what he meant by this video. He asked me to show it, so I did. But let's watch it again. Listen at the beginning.
YouTube, Facebook, oh, a lot of yous. Instagram, Snapchatters, TikTokers. Did I miss any? You guys have ruined Summer's chance with the professionals. Now we're relying on it's a thorough organization, but it's a nonprofit organization, and it's, you know, it's not the first string, right? So thank you for that. That's just the start. You've given A and H celebrity status, although when and this is in your untrained public court of appeal. Okay.
So he's saying he hired them because of Chris McDonough.
So now the new one is you had the boys taken, right? You guys keep calling. It's what you've done to me, except for, you know, I'm not in the middle of a child abduction case. So, you know, the standards aren't, you know, explicitly more stringent, right? So, and they, you know, they had some some CPS stuff going on before all this, allegedly. So, kudos for taking the boys away. That's helpful. Maybe, I'm sure you guys will sleep better at night. But what you don't realize is the lasting effect that does to these people's mind state today, right? Through pressure of YouTube calling CPS on people that are on the fringes, it does have an effect, evidently. So Candace, I imagine, would have to be suicidal. She's lost 4 children in the span of time that we've allotted them, right? We're like, okay.
And it just, that's what it is, what it is, and it helps all of these cases that that we work on, not just Summer. So I would be amiss if I put Summer's flyer out there and didn't have our tip line on there. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. People don't have to call that, but it's there if people want to call that. I'm not forcing anybody to call that. So I mean, we all know, if do you want to go over anything about the day she went missing? If not, that's okay. I mean, you've told this story 1,000 times. I just really feel like, I feel like I wanted to give you a voice where it was just focusing on Summer, and just, what would you say to the people that have Summer or that took Summer?
Well, I've said a lot of things to the people that's got her,
Right.
Tried to address that. Apparently, they don't care. And I've been going around here, around our area and other areas at night, and not in the night, but in the evening, and but you just meet a lot of opposition. People don't want you in around their areas. That battle that you're trying to fight against the whole world, trying to find your little girl and everybody's fighting you all the way around. And there's these areas and these people you just got to question them. You got to get in there. You know what?
Right.
And how do you do that? How do you fight a criminal element or whatever and get inside their head or whatever? And,
we've done a bunch of stuff behind the scenes, and a lot of it we haven't even shared with you. We've given you bits and pieces of stuff. And there's a reason why we do that, because I don't want anything that we have found or, that we've dug into, I don't want that released to the public because I don't want it to jeopardize Summer's case. If it turns out to be something that can be helpful, we turn everything over to TBI, and,
we need proof of that. We can bring you hope. We don't know what you turn into TBI, and that's not your job. TBI didn't ask you to send tips to you. That's number one. Share. Thank you so very much. You don't know how much that comment means to me. I've made it very important not to do anything to confuse Summer's case. There's been so many problems with things like the fundraiser and billboards, people taking in donations, individuals. I'm sure it's caused a lot of confusion for the police in Summer's case. In my own personal opinion, I believe there's been money laundering attached to certain individuals out here in Summer's case, and I think that it's serious, and I think that eventually there will be arrests or charges pressed on some YouTube creators I don't ever want to put up a Amazon wish list or a Cash App or a Venmo. I do, however, welcome my super chats and my super stickers and the views and the likes and all the things that make me legally make money here on YouTube, but I absolutely refuse to do anything that would be able to be hidden in taxes and cleanse money, if that makes sense. So that comment means so much to me, and I want you to know that. Right. Thank you. Mwah. Okay, let's put Dawn back on.
We give everything that we, that we find to them. Spoken to a couple other people that we've given, that we've decided that we thought it was a good thing to do. They were, search organizations and, you know what I mean, and things like that. But we also have, a group of people, like I said earlier, that we are getting together, that, we're going to come down there and we're going to do some things down there. I'm not going to be specific about it, but, we don't just sit on our hands. We try to, dig in and do what we can.
Right. But, me trying, I don't know what to.
For me, a legitimate organization that wants to help with a child would do it behind the scenes without recording phone calls, just welcoming services to the family and putting it on YouTube. Like, hey, listen to us. We talked to the dad of the missing child. Listen, hurry up. Listen, he's hiring us. That shit should be kept undercover, don't you think?
Police are doing. I feel like I need to go out and look into certain areas, because I do have a past, and I know, if I was in one of these places, I would want my dad to come looking for me at all costs.
Right.
I just wished I had some help.
Well, that's what we're working on. You know what I mean? We're working on getting people down there to, help. We have some people that we have, that are focusing on helping you do some of that, and some people that are focusing on, doing, some more prayer vigils, which, I know that sounds, it just, I can't help but say that we have to pray. And, we have to keep our face out there.
I know you guys are doing everything you can. I know that.
Right.
They're doing everything they can, but
right.
I just feel that, I wish some people from this area would help me. And maybe I'm not asking in the right way. Maybe it's my fault.
Well, you're a grieving father, and Candace is a grieving mother, and that's why I'm saying that, we're getting people down there that are going to assist you, and, and they can maybe, help you do things a different way than what you're doing. We've talked about this 1,000 times, when you're in the middle of a hole, you don't dig down, you look up. And that's the only way that you're.
Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate that more than you can imagine. Hey, Backwoods. Hey, Winged. Hey, everybody coming in. So good to see you all. Okay.
We're going to get out of this. You know what I mean? That Summer is going to be found is if we keep her name out in the public, and we keep people looking at her face.
Right.
Mary,
Okay,
you want to talk?
Yeah, this is Mary. I just want to say, too, you shouldn't be searching alone. It's too dangerous for you to search alone.
Yeah, I know. Yes, it is.
I mean, you could get hurt, or if you did find Summer, they'll try to set you up. You just got to be careful with yourself too.
Yeah.
You need to be around.
Well, we don't when we go out and we do boots on the ground searches. I'll be honest with you, and Mary's been there for numerous searches that we've done. We do not let the family actually search. We have you at the meeting point, and then we have other people out there doing things because, if she's in the woods somewhere, let's just say, I don't want you to come across that. That's not something that you should be seeing.
Well, no.
And because believe me, it's not something that coming from somebody who has not found their family member, I've found other people, and it's not something that you easily forget. I cannot imagine finding my child or finding my loved one, and you don't want to contaminate the crime scene.
Right. Absolutely.
No. So, well, I know that, this was very hard for you because this is not, an easy subject to talk about because this is your baby.
Right.
But,
you know how cruel all this social media has been, just unbelievable cesspool of evil. And
I wanted you to let it sit for a minute. Absorb his face because it's heartbreaking for my community I live in right now. Police asked for public's help in searching for missing man. February 12th, 2025, there was a correction. Jake Hetter is 45 years old, not 42. Family members say he was closer to 200 pounds when he went missing. Original post. Special Victims Unit detectives are searching for a missing 42-year-old man. Jake Hetter was last seen February 2nd, 2025, near East Warrington Avenue and Arlington Avenue in the city's Allentown neighborhood. I live in the neighborhood over from it. I live in Carrick. His family worked at a bar that just closed up the street. They're the ones that told me that his sister put the missing flyer out, who I believe to be Michelle, the woman talking, because she told me her name was Michelle. However, I don't know if it's the same Michelle. I believe it is because that Michelle looks familiar to me. I also believe she might have lived in Clairton, Pennsylvania at one time, but that's a whole nother story. Anyways, so this man goes missing and his own family member puts out a flyer of a missing person with the wrong phone number to the police station detective and funneling tips to her. Just like in the Summer Wells case. I've been in contact with the missing persons detective. He promised me he'd even come on an interview with me when shit's finally finished. But he found connections to the We Can Bring You Hope people is what he confirmed with me. Anything else he told me, I promised I wouldn't bring out here. And I'm not going to talk much about it, and I'm not going to bother him every day. So I haven't spoken to him in quite some time. However, being the man's anniversary's coming up, I am going to make a call soon. You're also welcome to call Detective Michael Flynn in the Pittsburgh Missing Persons Department at 323-7141 or call 911. If anybody sees this man, immediately call, because he's been missing for now almost a year. And I know a few of his family members that connect right to DeFelice. They used to go to bingo, where I went to bingo. And I was shocked to see Tracy Moleface bitch out at the bingo here trying to steal my bingo seat. I know it sounds petty, but she connects directly to the person who also put his location on in Kingsport the day Layla went missing. I've turned all this in, and my missing police department is making sure to keep an eye on my YouTube channel. So come get me, bitches.
When you get someone like Summer out of the blue, or I shouldn't say out of the blue, but come into your life.
Love bingo.
Like she has, like a whirlwind, just took my heart, and it's so beautiful, so sharing, so loving, every way. Always had a smile on her face, and just loved with all she had. And then the evil takes her away, and all this evil cesspool starts all over again. I've had this, kind of stuff about my whole life like this. And I'm sure everybody has, and understands that. But she was stolen, and I turned to the wrong places, Facebook, but.
I don't think people, unless you're in this situation, I actually have another podcast I'm going to be doing in a couple of days. I'm going to be releasing in a couple of days that, I have some bigger cases like yours, like, higher profile cases. And, I'm meeting with the family members from those cases because I want people to understand the ramifications of social media. Social media can be a wonderful tool, but social media can also be a horrible tool. Yeah. I've had people dox me and, post things about me, and, my life is already an open book. I've been doxxed several times, and the people that I work with and the people that know me know all about me. And, all the families, we have 47 active cases that we work right now. And the families that we work with know how I am. We've had Dawn, I talk to you several times a day.
Yes, you do.
And I talk to Candace several times a day.
Yeah.
And, and it just, it is what it is. I don't hide myself. I don't hide behind things. My business is registered to my name, and it is what it is. I'm honest, and I'm forthcoming, and I'm here for Summer, just like I'm here for all of the other people that are missing and all of the other victims that were murdered that we deal with their cases. And we are here to help try to guide you through this horrific situation that you're going through. Go ahead.
How could somebody turn around and say that's evil? You try to do something good and people say it's evil.
Well, I'm also an ordained minister, and I swear, so maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. People.
That's Michelle. This is Mary. Mary was talking. I explained my connections at the beginning backwoods if you want to rewind after the live. The one in the middle in the first row is Michelle.
that's okay. But I work with the other organizations that, that we trust and that we feel that we can work with. And, we share everybody's flyers on our pages and in our groups, because I don't care. Something about so-and-so's flyer might catch their eye and they might want to share that one instead of ours. I don't, whatever floats their boat. As long as they're sharing the flyers of all of our missing cases and all of the missing cases out there in the world and, in the United States, then it's done, as long as somebody can bring answers home and that, we can bring hope to people. And that's how we got our organizations. We can bring you hope. I had a missing loved one that was gone for over 2 years. Luckily I found her.
Yeah.
And I brought her home, and it wasn't easy, and it wasn't just, right here, but it is what it is. And sorry. And that's part of the reason why we can bring you hope is here. Because the people that volunteer here have been in this situation. We, like I said, we deal with the missing, we deal with the murdered, we deal with domestic violence, we deal with all sorts of crimes of people that have not gotten justice. And we work with those families and help them communicate with the law enforcement and help them communicate with their communities and try to keep the word out. So.
And I was told to take all the flyers of Jay Ketter right off the telephone poles if they have We Can Bring You Hope, and that I'm allowed to put up flyers with their number on it, which, by the way, I have not done yet and I need to do. So I promise you it's coming. Hi, Kim, you out there? Why ain't you doing it, you bitch? You look like you fucking smell something bad all the time, by the way. Bitch. Still my seat at bingo again.
Good deal.
So,
Good.
But do you have anything else you want to say for tonight? For today?
Well, for me personally, just God bless. God bless the people, the good people. I'm praying for everybody, and thanks for your prayers and help, everybody who's helping.
Okay. Okay, again, this case is about Summer Wells. And, if you have anything that you know about Summer or that can bring her justice or can bring her home, please send credible tips to the TBI, and, or you can email them, tips at TBI. Sorry. And, we can get these answers home and get this little girl home, and get her found, because wherever she is not where she's supposed to be. And, I've had somebody, on our social media say, she was in a better place. Well, she's not in a better place. No matter where she is, she's not in a better place, because kids that go missing are not in a better place. And that just breaks my heart that people even think like that. Yeah. That's not okay. So you can call TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND, Hawkins County Sheriff's Department at 423-272-7121. Tips can be emailed to tips@tennessee.gov, or you can use our tip line. It's up to you. I'm not making anybody. You can call or text 724-466-4673, or you can leave a tip on our tip porthole on our website at www.wecanbringyouhope.org. And we send out much love and prayers for Summer, and we hope she's home soon. And I would like to thank you, Dawn, for taking part in, doing this and, bringing, some attention to your daughter's case. She's a beautiful little girl, and I hope that your family can heal soon.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll see y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
helping my son get situated with my grandson, my other grandson, Darian's son. And, you know, I'm working my full-time business. I'm trying to work this case. You know, everybody forgets that I have a whole other business that I run. A computer. I didn't know. I get that we're all busy. I'm not trying to be ignorant, but I need to know, you know, and I think a little bit of what threw
YouTube, Facebook, oh, a lot of yous, Instagram, Snapchatters, TikTokers. Did I miss any? You guys have ruined summer's chance with the professionals. Now we're relying on it's a thorough organization, but it's a nonprofit organization.
got off with all of these podcasts. I get that nobody wants to sit here and listen to this shit. I don't either. But there is we have to listen to this shit. Because if we don't, we're not finding out stuff. Believe me, I have a huge normal. Go ahead. We have a huge connection. Like, we have all of these different things. You know, when you go in here and you look at this, you know, everybody's like, well, we can't prove anything that he did. Yeah, I know that. But guess what? We're getting there. And there's so much shit that's going on. If you're not watching these podcasts, if you're not following all of them, then let me know. If you don't want to be involved in someone's case, I'll remove you from the thread. You can handle something else. You know, I'm not saying you just have to leave completely, but if you're not going to follow in these threads, you know, we have 3 brand new cases coming in. If I have anybody to follow them, then, you know, it's only going to make my life, you know, crazier than it is right now. But I didn't reach out to these people. Laura did, and she's trying to help, and she has no clue. Like, you know what I mean? Because she's doing things. She's not involved in all of this stuff that we do. She's involved, but she only manages, like, the Arizona case. You know, plus we have this psychotic case with this homicide from Arizona, which I don't have everybody. You know what I mean? Because there's so much. It's too huge. Summerwell's case and this homicide case are huge. There's so much shit and so much shit that we have to do that, you know, I'll find somebody a case. You have to follow it. You have to be the one handling it. Because I can't do anymore. So if you know, did anybody have got all these podcasts aren't the norm for summer? I mean, not all the cases are like that. You know, we thought we had a lot of shit whenever we were doing Caitlin's case. Caitlin's case doesn't put a patch on the ass. Honest to God. At this point, what did I say to you yesterday, Mary, about James? I can't even remember.
Knowing these people in real life and knowing the DeFelice lady, I pray it's only money. That's all I can say.
Oh my God. There's so much shit happening so fast with this case that I can't even remember what happened from day to day. Right. Like, I literally have to go back and say, okay, that happened on Friday. But then this happened. I mean, Cher just did a huge podcast that, like, basically blew him out of the water. But I have a person who was listening in on that call when she called Dawn on Saturday about that $50,000. I'm sure some of you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's not even how it went down. Cher is lying about shit. name? The one with the documentary. Which doctor? Are you still here? The doctor that was talking to Cher. I don't know about the doctor that was talking to Cher. He's not really a doctor. He's a TV show. What's his name? Oh, Dr. Oz. Dr. Phil? No, Dr. Oz wants to buy the rights to Summer's story. Oh. Cher. That's right. I mean, this shit is off the hook. That's why she's doing what she's doing the last 2 days. That's why she's been doing it from the jump. Yeah, but I'm saying that's why she jumped ship. And it's not because she knew that Dawn was done with her. And, right, Dawn caught on to her, and she knew, and so she's pushing shit around. I mean, I have hundreds of text messages that are conversations that Dawn done. And I'm not saying he's not guilty. I'm just saying our point as advocates is to give justice to the victims. Right. If you can't be a part of it because this case is overwhelming, then just let me know. And I'll give you something else to do. Believe me, there's plenty of shit to do. Yeah, there's a lot of. I went through that storage group thing. Oh my God, there's just so much stuff in there. That's not. Yeah, I know. We've been. That's not even everything. That's not even everything. That's not even the tip of the iceberg. We've gotten so much shit that we don't even. I don't even have time to go in there and explain everything to you guys. That's why we're just doing dumps in there because we're just putting it in there as we can dump it because we're getting so much shit on. I literally have been on my phone since Saturday. When did Kim call me? Saturday? I don't know. I think it was Saturday. And, you know, he was the guy he's that guy that's that cracking cases guy. And, you know, he's willing to go down and do boots on the ground. And I've given him a little bit of shit to see what happened with it. And if he would put things out there, and he didn't. The only thing he put out there was something that I told him to put out there, and Benny blew it right out of the water because I knew I couldn't trust Benny. But I wanted to see it, because Cam kind of needed to know that he couldn't trust Benny, and it backfired in his face.
YouTube, Facebook, oh, a lot of yous, Instagram, Snapchatters, TikTokers. Did I miss any? You guys have ruined Summer's chance with the professionals. Now we're relying on it's a thorough organization, but it's a nonprofit organization, and it's not the first string, right?
I told him to do it on purpose. Right. So cracking cases knows not to trust Benny. Yeah. Good. Because I wrote that the first time I saw their first video. Yeah, he knew. I said Benny is going to screw it up. Oh, Benny is following Cher around because Benny wants to be on Dr. Oz show. Right. I mean, I talked to Benny, and he said, "Can you come on and talk to me and Cher?" And I was like, "Fuck her. No, I'm not talking to Cher." I know that Cher to get her woman is like, oh man. I was trying to sit there. It took me almost 3 hours to go through one of her videos because it just, it's horrible. She sounded like, I don't know, she was drunk, high, I don't know, man, but she was something. Well, Cher's trying to get on. Cher's trying to get on Chris McDonough. That's what Cher's trying to do now. Because now she loves Chris McDonough. Yeah. Well, everybody doesn't have to tell me on a phone call, but I need you to tell me by tonight what you're willing to do. What you're willing to work on. I know you're saying that's not one point a kid. Yeah, I know. You know, but if you know, if one of these cases, if you feel that you've done whatever you can do, or you can't help with it, or it's too overwhelming, or you can't listen to the podcast, or you can't do whatever, then just let me know. I'll take you off that case. If you feel like you can't help with anything, then let me know, and you can leave. I'm not going to have hurtful feelings towards anybody. Honestly, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just trying to say, like, my cup for months. I mean, this shit's been crazy since January. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I haven't stopped since January. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I haven't stopped literally since January.
Listen to what she says next, and it doesn't make sense because this was August 28th, 2021. Summer didn't go missing in January.
Right. And do this. And I mean, I have to do this, but I need to know where everybody's standing. I can't be in here, you know, answering 20,000 questions about shit that's already here. If you can't read it, then I don't know what to tell you. Who's in this chat anyway? It's me, you, Mary, Justin. I'm gonna say Scott. I don't know why the fuck I'm gonna call you Scott. I don't even know anybody named fucking Scott. And Ashley. Vivian was supposed to be on here, but she's dealing with something with her kid. And she might.
Vivian is somebody I also believe I know in real life, connected to the clock, the verse I was talking about earlier, that clock sucking dick fucking motherfucker that I grew up with. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so where did they come from? One more time, Lady R.
YouTube, Facebook, oh, a lot of yous, Instagram, Snapchatters, TikTokers. Did I miss any? You guys have ruined Summer's chance with the professionals. Now we're relying on it's a thorough organization, but it's a nonprofit organization, and it's, you know, it's not the first string, right? So thank you for that. That's just the start. You've given A and H celebrity status, although when and this is in your untrained public court of appeal. Okay, so now the new one is you had the boys taken, right? You guys keep calling. It's what you've done to me, except for you know, I'm not in the middle of a child abduction case, so you know, the standards aren't you know, explicitly more stringent, right? So and they, you know, they had some some CPS stuff going on before all this, allegedly. So, kudos for taking the boys away. That's helpful. Maybe, I'm sure you guys will sleep better at night. But what you don't realize is the lasting effect that does to these people's mind state today, right? Through pressure of YouTube calling CPS on people that are on the fringes, it does have an effect, evidently. So Candace, I imagine, would have to be suicidal. She's lost 4 children in the span of time that we've allotted them, right? We're like, okay.
I'd be in jail. I don't know. No, I'm joking. She's not really in jail, but, who knows? When we have to deal with our kids, we all might be in jail. Exactly. Yeah. I'm going to end up being in jail if my oldest doesn't start cleaning her damn bedroom that I've been after for like a week and a half. Yeah, I wish that was we're about to get remasked, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
So the young boy case.
The young boy case.
Yeah, Ryder.
I don't think Cash is in there yet, because Vivian was setting all that shit. I haven't even read either one of those threads, honest to God. When she put that guy in there, I was like, who the fuck is this? I don't even know who this dude is. I'm like, there wasn't a man that filled out this intake. Well, these people want me to set up an unmasked page for our community. I ain't got time to do this shit.
What?
They want me to they want me to be like the spokesperson for our school district. I'll wear a mask. I'm not trying to do any of that shit. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. I just know what's right for my family. You know what I mean? And I ain't got time to fucking do any of these goddamn groups. And then the Butler too. Right, the Butler City school district that's above me. There's like 6 districts that like touch base with where mine is. But the one north of us actually sent out a statement that said that if you don't make your kids wear a mask to school, they're calling COS on you. What?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not even bullshitting.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You cannot sound like what you're talking about. First of all, the last thing I need to be on is COS's hit list. You know what I mean? You want me to be the spokesperson? Don't call me. I can't go to a board meeting. I'm too high strung. Justin heard me yell at it. I basically cussed out a judge in his court.
Oh my God. I was right there. Sitting right. Oh my God.
I couldn't believe I didn't get arrested.
They weren't very intelligent though there, Michelle, if you recall.
Well, I do recall that. But I'm just saying, I mean, we were in open court, we were in open motions court, and I pretty much cussed out the judge. The only thing I didn't directly say was, fuck you.
Yeah. He could have been charged with contempt, and in most courts probably would have been.
Right. It was that, and I mean, I didn't just do like a 5-minute thing. I was up there for a good 25 minutes.
Oh my gosh. I was talking.
So I need everybody to decide what they're willing to do or what they can do and let me know.
Will do.
She said where? She don't even know what the fuck's going on. Who? Maybe. Oh God. But I need to know tonight. Because I need to know who to assign these cases to, these new cases to. And I'll be in there. If you're going to do a case, one of these new cases, I'll be in there. Actually, one of them's an Ohio case. He's actually missing from, he went to, where did he go to Arizona for rehab? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. But he's from Ohio. He's originally from Ohio. But he only went to Arizona to go to rehab.
For rehab.
Wow.
Right. Went to Phoenix. Yeah, went to Phoenix for rehab. There's another one that's supposedly seen usually hangs out around the south side of Tucson, I believe, is the other case you're referring to for the two guys. One was from Ohio that was getting rehab. Another one's a missing teen that supposedly hangs around the south side of Tucson.
Well, he's missing from,
or is that the one that's also from Ohio?
No.
Because there's two are being talked about.
Right, but the teenager is actually, there's two of them missing. There's a boy and a girl, correct?
Well, I know
we only have one intake. Yes, sorry to interrupt, but yes, they are a girl and a boy, yeah.
Okay, both teams are missing together.
Correct. Yes, but we only have the intake on the boy, but we still need as much information as we can get from the girl, so we can find the boy. But I don't even know how any of that plays. We haven't even done interviews. Vivian, I don't even know if Vivian's done with the flyers. I've been trying to catch up on my PI class all day, and I really didn't get very far because I was talking to Cam all day.
Right.
And Dawn just kept calling me, and I don't know. Dawn's the one we used to have. What, Vivian? Dawn, the one that was with us here a few months ago. I'm talking about Mr. Wells, Summer's dad. Oh, I'm sorry. Not drunk lady. I haven't talked to her. Okay. If I talk to her, I'd probably be drunk with her right now, to be honest with you. It just kind of down, and I said, oh my God, down? Catherine, you totally missed that. I mean, does anybody want to do an impersonation of Dawn? Oh my God. Oh my God. Mary, you could do pretty good.
I'm walking through the woods. There's a lake on the left. There's a lake on the right. I'm imitating Dawn. There's a lake on the left, and there's a lake right, and there's some trees right there.
Keep them, because I don't know what they're talking about. I'm happy, bitch, like I care. I'm not worried about anything. Huh? I'm happy. Huh? Jay Acosta, do I know you in real life? You over here trolling? You want a link? Honey, I've been married for 22 years. For real. That's a troll, guys. Give him a few more minutes and then get rid of him. Wait and see if he answers me. That's a troll.
It was bad, Catherine. You're just glad you weren't here then. Oh my God. Oh, it was bad. And then she was like, she kept harassing us. And she, like, for some reason, somehow she got into a chat where my original, I had thought that I had restarted all the threads, but I didn't. And so she was in one of the original chat threads for Caitlin Aikens. And she wouldn't leave the chat thread. for like 4 days, and she was solid drunk for 4 days. And she kept saying, but I just want to talk to my friend. She wanted to talk to me. And she won't talk to me. And I was like, I'll talk to you when you leave the chat. Like, you're everybody from the chat, and we moved the whole chat to another thread, and she would not leave the chat. For 4 days, she was drunk. She had Justin on the phone for like 2 of those days, and I couldn't get her out of the fucking chat. Finally, I convinced her that I would call her after she left, and I never fucking called her because I was like, you're a fucking lunatic. And she was like, but, I love you, and, I mean, it was...
This is the people that they hire at their organization. She's such a drunk. I didn't want to call her back. Blah, 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 blah. Then she sits there and talks shit and gossips on them. How professional of this 501c3 in my area fucking around in Summer Will's case down there in Tennessee that I fucking busted. Y'all think you're cute. I ain't scared of a fucking one of you. I hope you know that. That's what it's like when you really know people and know things about people. Right? Why ain't none of you ever come to my chat or grabbed the link or sued me? Call Detective Flynn.
It was bad. It was horrible. It was worse than bad. She just crazy. She really got on my last love. Vivian snapped out on her or something. What did you do? She said you...
No, that's what it was. They sent Linda to sue me, right? How y'all know Linda? Because why is Linda pressing 5 motherfucking lawsuits against me? I mean, I can out the whole crime in Glassport and McKeesport. Y'all want me to be for real? Let's talk about dirty cops. A man named Fuzzy that passed away. Diverse. I've been talking about it for 2 years. People got to go back and listen to my content they've been calling me crazy about. Because I actually discovered some fuck shit people playing some fuck shit games in a missing kid's little case. And I do believe they connect directly to my motherfucking family. Hey, Tragedy Pimps Exposed, why don't you fucking kiss my whole white fucking ass? I want to see your motherfucking face 6 up. TPE. Sage. Prayer Garden. It's time for all of you to quit playing fucking games. And who was the crazy lady that went to the Wells house right after Summer went missing from Ohio? Benny, do you know?
Threatened her, remember? Yeah, I didn't threaten her. But I wanted to. I would have, and I'd have jumped on her ass and kicked it if I could have got a hold of her. I really believe I could have. Okay, so Vivian, we need people to start sharing the flyers more. Vivian's gonna end up in Facebook jail. Yeah, we will. We need to have share. Jesus Christ! I keep calling every. I called Candace share the other day. I thought I think she would have punched me in the face. She goes, "What the fuck did you just say?" I go, "I'm so sorry." Dawn's cracking the fuck up. I'm laughing because I was so embarrassed that I called her share. And as soon as I said it, I was like, I could just like she was in the background talking on her phone. And I was like, all right, bye, Cher. And I could, like, hear her head spin around. Oh, my God. It was bad. I called Catherine. I was like, that's bad. You're never going to guess what I just did. I just called Candace Cher. I was like, we talked to too many people. I can't keep this shit straight anymore.
need to start writing everything down in the notepad. Say, this belongs to this person.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'd have to carry a notepad around with me 24/7. I have notes on, like, envelopes, lottery tickets, there's shit everywhere.
Oh my God! Jay said they took me out of the chat. Yeah, about the post-it note everywhere.
What'd you say, Mary?
I said Jay said they took me out of the chat. They took me out of the chat. I don't know why. I said I told them to. You don't need to be. I said you don't need to be knowing all this stuff with your clearance and everything.
He's better off, trust me.
Right.
Megan's gonna be having a baby. She's focusing on that shit right now. She's good.
She's
she don't want to be there. To have a baby. My boss just texted me and said, I want you to know that. What'd you say? Sorry.
I was gonna say it's my 9th grandson and 2 granddaughters.
My boss just texted me and said, I just want you to know that on the week, what the fuck is this? On the week of September 20th is when we will most likely be changing our hours from 6:30 to 10:30 with swim team basketball and swim lessons, but we cannot clean until that with all the people on it. It might go to 7 to 11. I'll have to talk to Mike, but I would like to give you a heads up.
Oh my God.
No. 7 to 11. Oh, well. I quit to resign. Well, yesterday she gave me on Monday at like 11:30 at night. She gave me yesterday off. Okay. Because we were supposed to get a bad storm, and she was nervous about me driving.
Something else I want to remind you of is Kelly Fustos is also originally from Texas, but moved to Pittsburgh for a very long time and is my and my husband's best man at our weddings, cousin in real fucking life. She now lives in Plano, Texas, but she's been a creator out here. Tiffany has covered her on a other channel that has a whole lot of subs. I can't remember the name of it. Tiffany would have to come tell me the name of it. But and Seth, the guy my friend Christy came out. I have to find that video to remind you guys. Came out and said she knew, also from Fustos's area up. I don't want to dox people. And it's all areas that are clustered but close together and connect with people who moved to areas from areas. And you know how you just know the people in your life? You just know things.
Driving that whole way in my car, and you know, and she was nervous about it, and I was like, whatever, you know, I was like, fine, whatever, I don't care. So then she texted me at like 4:30 yesterday and was like, Dick, I need you to go in. And I was like, well, I can't go in. You already gave me today off. Like, I'm not just sitting around here with my foot up my ass. I had that freaking thing. I had to keep Ben on the phone with me to make sure he didn't get drunk or fall asleep so that I could do the phone call with him at 9 o'clock. I tried to do it at 6 or 7, and he wouldn't do it until 9, and then, you know, he just wouldn't do it until like 9, and I was scared he was going to get drunk. And I didn't want him on the phone drunk, so I had to keep calling him like every 15 minutes and making up shit reasons why I was calling him so I could make sure he was sober. Right? Oh, yeah. Us Southern people can be drunk and not really even sound drunk, you know that? Yeah.
Listen, I don't even know how they ended up doing that call the other day when they called his sister, because we had just talked to them, and I sat down, we hung up, and they were drinking when we talked to them, but, you know, but for them to get drunk enough to make that call with his sister, they called me at 12:30, and they were cracking the fuck up. They were so proud of themselves. I said, I feel like I just left the kids home alone. And they got into my liquor cabinet. They were smashed when they called me back. And they were just so proud of themselves. And then they were asking me, what can we call them back and say next? I was like, I'm not getting involved in this shit. You fucking people are crazy. Wow. You're calling the person that's, you know, getting you arrested for sexual abuse. She filed charges on you for sexual abuse. And you want me to give you a statement that you can say to her? You just told her that first they said that the freaking mafia came and got them or whatever, the Mexican mafia, and then they told her that the cops were beating them up. All in the same phone call, and they said that it was for $80,000, and then they said it was for freaking charging the Capitol building in fucking January, and I'm like, you guys don't make sense. How can they take them to fucking Boston?
They better be careful accusing the Mexican mafia of messing with them, because they will kill them.
I hope nobody kills them, because I want to know where Summer is, and if Dawn's dead, I don't think we're going to find out.
Right, yeah.
Alright, if nobody has anything else to add, I'm supposed to do something at 8:10, and now it's 8:32. So, please let me know tonight before midnight what you're willing to do.
Okay.
Sounds good. Alright, bye guys.
Bye. Bye.
All right, before we get going here, if you're not already a subscriber, click the button.
I'll leave it at what I said in chat. Y'all have a Sons of Italy division in your area? It's like a club for Italians. It's really cool. The one in my area had an after hours club that didn't allow black people in it. Somebody should ask Steve Felice, the director of We Can Bring You Hope, what she knows about the Sons of Italy. It's a cool place. They used to frequent it too. Sean DeVerse, the pussy ass bitch motherfucking cop, used to run the door, and he wouldn't let the black people in. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. Bitch ass motherfuckers. Okay, we are moving on. I had a couple videos I wanted to show you, starting with this 15-minute video. It's just one of mine. It's my old content from clips. You catching on yet, Lady R? Okay. This is content I made. However, this isn't what I wanted to share first. Let me go to my Canva. I'll just pull up a new thing because I just uploaded them. So the first one I want to show is this.
Call the cops, Candace. Call the cops on the harassers. The big fight. Hurry up.
Come on.
Hurry up.
We're going to follow you. We're going to wait here all day.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in Edinburgh, over Lock Springs Road. We have a bunch of people out here harassing us. This is Don and Candace Wells. Yes, ma'am. Yes. What's that street out there? Cotter's Green
Circle.
Calton Hill, the end of Calton Hill Road in Edinburgh. These protesters have been following us around and harassing us constantly. This is Don Candace. I'm working on a brand new house, and they come out here and they're causing a big fire because they're building a big scene in the neighborhood. I'm at the end of Calton Hill Road in Edinburgh, off of Rock Springs Road. They're not ready to start firing out here. Yes, ma'am, exactly. Yes. Don Wells.
To believe the bullshit that you're saying, you know, and I know you're doing it, you're trying to do it, like that or whatever, but there's crazy motherfuckers out there that believe the same thing.
You know, actually,
We wanted our presence known.
Yeah.
With authorities.
Yeah.
Please, can we please end this, please?
And what? What the fuck are you trying to end? My fucking daughter, my beautiful daughter is gone. And you guys are acting like it's your fucking daughter. Or whatever the fuck it is you're up to.
What?
How the fuck do you think I feel?
I want you to tell me how you feel. Please. Tell me. Tell me, please, how you feel. I'm trying hard to.
Beautiful daughter, are you fucking serious?
I know she's a beautiful little girl.
How dare you even ask something like that, man?
Why? Because you keep playing these games with us.
Hurt y'all motherfuckers, man.
Why did you look at me like that yesterday? You look like you wanted to kill me yesterday. Hi, Candace. Can I order you guys some lunch? You want any lunch? Come on, Candace. Don't you want us to go home? We want to go home. We'll leave you alone.
Summer, Candace.
All right, we'll be here all... You don't know? You shrugged your shoulders because you don't know where she is? Oh, she shrugged her shoulders. I got it.
What?
You looked like you wanted to kill me yesterday when you stared at me. I'll never forget that.
You're fucking saying lock up the parents, all this shit. Do you know how long that my wife's been crying night after night and day after day, all night? And then you fucking...
I'm really surprised.
Because I got a big mouth. But
they took our heart and soul from us.
Now,
Believe me, if I ever find out who took her, it's not going to be good.
do you
It
honestly
broke my wife's heart and it broke my heart.
Sorry, motherfuckers come out here like you fucking
What?
know something that nobody else fucking
No.
knows, or that you love my daughter more than I do?
I feel that way. You know what? I'm a nobody. I just care. That's all.
You don't care.
I swear to God, I care. I swear on my life, I care. I swear to you, I care. I want to make sure that this video of this uneducable cretin is given to CPS to make sure that those boys are never returned to that house of horrors on that mountaintop ever again. The people that he has up there are a bunch of liars, thieves, drug addicts, felons. They're disgusting. Down here. If I didn't
cared, I'm gonna tell you something. If you really cared for Summer like you do, then you wouldn't have fucking caused us all the problems that you caused us.
But why are you playing
with
with me?
the fucking meth head Dudley and took his fucking hand.
Dawn reached out to me, and this is honest to God's truth.
Oh, I believe it.
While I was with Betty, and said, "You're focusing on the wrong people. It's not us. You need to talk to this guy." And I'm like, "What?" That's when people started coming to you. I personally know you're innocent. So
If
the reason why
I was the suspect, I believe TBI and
Exactly.
FBI
You're
in
gonna
Hawkins
do it.
County would have taken me because I've met with them every time they ever called. TBI's been in my house, and I knew the first 20 seconds I talked to him, he already lost interest.
Yeah. He went with Allie, another bitch that fucking turned her back on us. And all.
226.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's them. I gotta go.
Come on, go.
It's Hunter's family.
Okay, let's go ask them
All
right
right,
to
let's
their
go,
face.
let's go.
Right, we're on a public street. Who cares?
We did is care about her kids and brought them up to our home and invited them here because at the time they was living in a place where they couldn't be out in the country and shit.
Central Dispatch.
Yes, my name's Alison Harris. I just got off the phone with Kingsport City Police Department. I have an issue at hand. I've been staying at a friend of mine's house for a little over a week now, and I have my one daughter home with me back in the city of Kingsport. Right now we're sitting at Dollar General off of Lone Star Road. And my oldest two children are up at my friend's house. And the reason why they're still up there is because when I went to leave this morning for work, because there was a confrontation last night between us all, and then this morning when she woke up, she was very confrontational about the whole situation. So I had to wait until her mom got awake to bring me to work. And she said, and she basically threatened anyone who came up to the house, she was going to blow their heads off. She's bipolar. She's very, very.
Okay, so what are you needing from us?
I need someone to go up to her house to get my two children.
Okay, does she have any, like, is there split custody or is there anything like that?
No, they're fully mine.
Where are they at?
They're at 110 Ben Hill Road, Rogersville.
What was the address?
110 Ben Hill Road. It's right off of Beach Street.
How old are they?
14 and 15.
And you're in Kingsport right now?
I'm sitting at Dollar General just outside of Kingsport. I gave him enough time because I spoke to her mother earlier when she was on the way to the city to drop my youngest daughter off. And
Okay,
I
where
said,
are you? What Dollar General are you at?
it's the one right before Lone Star Road, outside of Kingsport.
Is it like outside of Kingsport in Hawkins County or?
I'm not sure. It's the one right before Lone Star Road.
Okay, I'm not. Okay, I think you're still going to be in Kingsport at the dollar store. So what I can do, and you said they're 14 and 15?
Yes. Kingsport, I already talked to Kingsport Police Department.
Yes,
They
so
said-
ma'am, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an officer give you a call since you're outside of the county right now.
Okay.
What was your name?
My name's Allison Harris.
Okay, so what I can do is have an officer give you a call. The number will probably come up blocked or restricted, so just keep an eye on your phone and make sure you answer it, and then he'll be able to go from there and let you know what your options are and stuff like that and what he's going to be able to do, okay?
All right, thank you.
No problem.
I have no idea what you've done.
How can I fix it? How can I fix it? I promise no one's listening. They think I'm crazy.
No, I really want to believe you. I really want to have faith in humans. And I want to believe that there's really love.
Then why would you hang out with Benny?
What?
Chase, what's 5 plus 2?
7.
7. What's 3 plus 4?
7.
What's 6 plus 1?
7.
7.
Oh.
Wonder what bear spray tastes like.
Something in the air.
Look at that. Something in the air. 2.0. Cap say yeah, this is the 2.0. Yep. We'll just leave that right there for a minute. Anybody knows what this tastes like?
Bless their heart.
Bless their heart.
Bless their heart.
We went over and saw Don at work. And oh, I didn't get no sunglasses. I
don't need no sunglasses.
We got bear spray instead. See? I heard we got a bear of a woman coming, so we had to get the big boy can. This is called Frontiersman. Yeah, Appalachian Frontiersman.
Soon to be a sponsor of the channel.
That's it. Official sponsor.
Why would you hang out with Benny? Come
Because
on.
Benny's real, man.
No. He's trying to trap you.
Get that bear spray in that taser. Bring your fat ass on here, bitch. I wish you would.
You sure about that?
Bring your motherfucking ass on here too. One toe. One toe. Why your hand shaking like that, bro? Get a good look. See? You sue me? Why your hand shaking? You are shook. Look at your hand. I ain't got to worry about you.
Are you going to worry about me?
Nah, I'll break your face too.
Do it.
Step 1 foot out.
No. Come.
Yeah, no.
All right. I had a surprise for you.
Yeah. Chin,
I got a
chin,
fucking
chin,
surprise.
chin.
Yeah. You pussied out last night.
How'd
You
you like
pussied out
that?
last night. Come into my face. Please.
Come to your face.
Come right up to me. You just threatened my life how many times?
I will beat the shit out of you.
All right, I want you to come and beat the shit out of me.
Off your face.
You don't get it.
He's trying. You know what? I do get it. And you want to know something? Am I trying to?
Hold on a minute. I gotta put you on speaker. My
All right.
little speaker phone's plugged up with fucking drywall mud. I can't hear a fucking thing. Hold on. My fucking phone stays fucked up because of drywall mud. Sorry.
It's all right. How can I make this up to you?
Tell me you're not recording me, man. Like you
I give you my word.
fucking do shit, man. You fucking caused me all kind of problems. Cost me my fucking job. Cost me a fucking builder. One of the most biggest builders in this fucking area. What am I supposed to do?
Don Wells. And guess who was there? At work. I personally don't go to my husband's job. Maybe she was keeping an eye on him. Maybe she was helping.
Yeah, I think she was helping.
You think she was helping?
Yeah, she didn't have the kids.
She doesn't have any kids, right?
She didn't have to.
Did you get him fired? Well, it wasn't my intention, but Bullhorn Petty's really proud.
I see.
Orange!
You guys want to sit there and act like you fucking say all kind of evil stuff, man, about us and everything. You know, when all this stuff first went down, it was so dangerous up here, man. I'm telling you, I didn't want my boys here. I was freaking out. Someone just stole my daughter. Are they going to come up and steal my boys too? I don't know what's going on. I was flipping out, yeah. I didn't want my boys here. And now it's all getting dangerous again because of what you guys are doing.
I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you.
I know you're not intending to. I know that your intentions. I know your intentions are not to hurt us, but you're causing crazy motherfuckers that believe the bullshit that you're saying. You know, and I know you're doing it. You're trying to do it. Something like that or whatever. But there's crazy motherfuckers out there that believe you're doing the same thing.
Oh, it's a beautiful pool out here. Candy. It's just like candy. Yeah. Oh, wait, I got to show you something. Look, watch. Shh, 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 shh. There's Molly Golightly in JLR's cars. Look. Blowjob Betty.
All right, guys. There's Summer's picture. Share Jay's picture out too. Clip it from tonight's live. The husband just got home from work, so I'm going to get off of here. Y'all are good. It's funny looking back, but it's sad at the same time. Look at all the ridiculous antics these YouTubers have done. Oh, the cat wants your food. Look at all the ridiculous shit. It's cringeworthy. You're right, Clementine. It is. All for content, right? This wasn't an attack on Benny. I just wanted to bring the clip out he was talking about and remind people who We Can Bring You Hope are, as I'm going to do at least once a week. Told you all that. But I'm going to get off of here. Pese more, peace and love. And I will be back tomorrow with something. I don't know what yet. I still have like lives I haven't finished with you guys yet. I got to go back, look, see what they were, and come back and maybe go over them. I know there was one with voices I was looking for today. I know I saved it, but I have to go look and see which one it is. It's okay. We all deserve the giggles, guys. All right. Mwah. See you all tomorrow. Good night.